The key to a good camping trip is sleeping well, and to sleep well you need two things: a good sleeping bag and a good sleeping pad, because nothing sucks more than sleeping on the hard ground. We've used multiple sleeping pads over all the years that we've been camping. We've had the self-inflating kind, got the closed cell foam that you just basically throw it on the ground and sleep. This is the NEMO Tensor. It is expensive compared to these. Is it really worth that price tag? NEMO actually makes quite a few different varieties of the Tensor. There's the regular wide, long wide, insulated, non-insulated. We're actually have the Tensor insulated regular wide. So we're gonna go over the specs for that one. The regular wide comes in at 1 pound, 3 ounces, and packed down it is actually 11 inches by 4 inches. So it fits pretty easily into your backpack. This pad is actually 72 inches long, 25 inches wide, and 3 inches thick. The nice thing about this is actually that 25 inches. Most pads are actually 20 inches, but that 5 extra inches really makes a big difference.
Well, this is Kelly, our sleep model. You're just laying down on your back. You can see that your elbows are going to be hanging off the edge. If you put your arms down to the side, they're out of the sleeping bag. They're probably going to be on the ground. Even if you scrunch up really small, if your leg's up, you're still lots of room.
This insulated pad has an R value of 4.2, which is pretty awesome since they've increased it actually from 3.5. The R value is how much insulation the pad has from the ground. So the higher the number, the more insulation you're gonna have. The one time that we were camping, it was in the low 30s. I didn't feel any of the ground. It was cold and wet and damp out. But Greg said actually only time that he felt the cold ground is when he was scooted his butt off the pad. So this one definitely has a really good insulation value. Let's take this out of the bag and show you how you blow it up. 1 pump sack included. There is a opening that the sack itself, this valve, connects to, and then I'll show you exactly how to do it. You're going to lay it out, attach the pump itself right to the opening. There's actually 2 levers on here. The bottom one is to deflate, and then the top one is to inflate. We've got our pump sock valve. We're gonna snap that into place. And then, this is such a unique way to pump up an air pad. And you're just gonna roll it, and the air gets pushed into the pad itself. Normally it takes about 3.5 pumps. And that's actually as far as air go. It does not let any more air in. Just detach it. It's got a protection valve so it doesn't go flying out. And there you have it. Now that it's inflated, let me show you the baffling. As you can see, it's got these groove-like structure, and you can see where each individual sections are. So that's what keeps the air in place, so you're not gonna be filling the ground in the middle of the night. Out of all the sleep pads that we've used, this is by far the most comfortable. I'm a slight sleeper, but I also like to sleep on my back some of the time, and I have yet to feel the ground underneath it. Is this a noisy sleeping pad? Yeah, it's a little noisy, but it's not like all those other ones out there where it sounds like you're crinkling a chip bag. This has just a bit of a squeak to it, but the majority of it comes like when you're moving on the actual pad itself. When you're laying flat on this, you don't really hear a noise, but like when Greg's rolling over on the side, I can hear it, and he tends to roll over a lot. That's really the only time that you are hearing the squeaky noise. This material is pretty thin. You can almost see through it. So we actually take extra care with it. We added a footprint to our gear so that not only does it protect our tent, it also protects our sleeping pad as well. So when you're setting up your tent, make sure you really check the ground for extra rocks and stuff and get it out of the way. We've never actually had to add extra air to these pads because of a leak or lost air. The only one time we did have to do it was when we had set them up and it was like 80 degrees out, and by the time we went to bed it was 40, and we had to add a little extra to it. Nice thing about Nemo is they have a lifetime warranty for their equipment. I actually have had to use it for my sleeping bag. The compression sack actually broke, and it was a super easy process. I submitted my photos online. I got an email back almost immediately saying that it's been processed, and they actually kept updating me daily about before they actually shipped it. Another cool thing is that if you're a thru hiker, they have a spot where you can check that, and they will do an urgent request to you. It's super easy, very effective, and one of the awesome things about this company. This sleeping pad has one of the easiest deflate systems because basically it's just a giant hole where the air comes out. Whereas like on the self-inflating one, you just have this little tiny hole, just a little itty bitty one, where the Nemo's is quite big. So you're just gonna pull this valve and it just comes right out. It's super quick. So let's pack it up. You fold it in thirds. Include our pump sack in there. Just start rolling it up. And it comes with a strap. You can cinch it down even more. Get your bag. And in it goes. Super quick, super easy. Since this is so easy to deflate, we've found that packing it up inside the tent is super easy to do. Don't have to worry about the weather outside taking it out. Yes, this is an expensive pad, but I think it checks all the boxes for us, and I don't envision us getting another pad in the near future. We ended up actually using our REI membership coupon that comes out annually. That really helped. But with its comfort and its features, I think it's an excellent pad. You might want to check it out yourself. We'll put links for this pad in the description below. You can find us at exploretrekadventure.com. Check out this video next, and we'll see you next time.